Okay. Apparently I'm recording. I didn't know I was doing this. This is sort of an impromptu. Hi, Tube Bill. It's Nightmare here, aka Mrs. SJ. We this evening went and did a Iron Hill Brewing from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We did a food and beer pairing dinner at Iron Hill. The chef and the brewer created a menu for us. This was with the Brew Club. Created a menu, and then with that menu paired beers. So there was an appetizer with a beer designed for that, or a beer with an appetizer designed for the beer, whichever. Main course, and then this like freaking banging martini made with beer at the end for dessert. A mudslide martini, but made with their stout, not with vodka or gin or anything like that. The martini was made with beer. Yeah, I wanted to get in the glass and swim around. It was really good. So anyway, Mr. SJ brought home a growler, as he showed you, from Iron Hill of their...
It's the barley wine.
You should know what I'm drinking. Of their barley wine. This is my glass of barley wine that I was told that I'm going to do a review of. I have not tasted this yet. So, hold on. I'm going to try this barley wine. Oh, wait. Before I try the barley wine, I have to tell you that at the bar after dinner, I had this thing called an overload stout. Yeah. Okay, I'll try the barley wine. Mr. SJ's dancing in the background.
This is her video.
That's okay, he can float around. Wow, okay, if any of you out there are familiar with barley wines, you tend to get a real high, like, alcohol taste.
Well, the barley wine usually has that. A barley wine is usually so hopped up, it's almost like a quadruple IPA.
Well, that, and like with a lot of the barley wines that I've tried, I get that. I taste the alcohol.
Right.
Like that's like an end note is that high alcohol content. No. That's probably the smoothest barley wine I've ever had.
Huh?
Wow.
That is off the hook, right?
There's nothing there that like assaults your senses.
That's a great way of putting it.
There's nothing there. Some barley wines I've tried, they hit like the roof of your mouth and kind of assault your like you get it in your nasal passages. I've had some that hop is kind of sat on the side, like your bitter taste buds are on the sides of your tongue. I get none of that with this. I get this nice, smooth, full of flavor, lots of flavor, raisiny.
Okay, yeah.
Raisiny.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Sort of a mahogany kind of.
Nice, very
woody.
nice.
Yeah, raisiny, mahogany. No bitter aftertaste. Wow, this is probably one of the best barley wines I have ever had. Wow. Okay.
The only thing that I would add to this barley wine is the fact that it is so completely unlike a barley wine that we're used to. Is at a detriment. You know what I'm saying? The barley wines are usually so over the top, but
right.
God damn, this thing is as smooth and as drinkable as a barley wine is. I've never tasted a barley wine this good. I've never tasted a barley
wine like this either. And I know what you're saying. I wouldn't call it a detriment. I'd call it okay. Then the question becomes: are the barley wines that we've tasted in the past
too over the top?
Too over the top.
Good point.
Or is this under the bar? I would have to say
this should be the gauge.
Yeah, this is really good. This is really good. We've been to quite a few different breweries. We've had the good fortune of being able to do those kind of things. Try a lot of different beers, and there are certain things that you find at different breweries, at different places with different brewmasters, that it's almost like they've kind of keyed in. Like we've talked, like if you've ever watched any of S.J. Core's videos, he talks about Seal and Skirt Brewery and how smooth their beers are. There were things we found when we went to Red Hook that we really liked about them. Things we found when we went to Victory that we really liked about them. I'm going to have to say that with Iron Hill, their brewer has probably nailed the barley wine to where he's balanced that heavy alcohol of a barley wine with a nice, smooth complement of flavor. If you're not a craft beer or homebrew drinker, you have no freaking idea what I'm talking about. Some of this, this is just what I think of. It might not be the right wording, it might not be the right phrasing, but it's the best way I know how to describe it. This is really very good. Very good.
The mouthfeel is
the mouthfeel is awesome.
Yeah.
That's something.
It's one of those beers you want to actually hold in your mouth for a while.
And I tend to do that when I taste beers that I haven't tried before, because that's something that I like. And from what I'm learning with SJ Brewing, a lot of that has to do with brewers adding like barley and oatmeal and things to really smooth the beer out. I like that smooth. It's like eating a warm bowl of oatmeal. That taste that you get, that smoothness that you get. Yeah, I know, I describe things very oddly, but I think I'm probably like getting a little long-winded here, so this will be my second video.
What would you rate this at?
I think
if you were going to go on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you put this at? 5 being a mediocre beer, 10 being just off the fucking hook.
I think I'd probably say 8.75.
There you go. You have it. That's a very fair.
Yeah. So.
This is a fantastic beer.
Cheers. And get some FaceTime with your favorite brew. See you, Tube Bill. Nightmare out.